Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mayhem Reacts. It's your boy Chris coming at you with another reaction video, and I am super thrilled to look at this one with you. This one is called The House of David. It's going to be over on Prime Video, and I myself am a Christian. In fact, Mayhem Reacts doesn't really get a lot of this. The Morning Mayhem, my main show, I talk about it openly on there, not in abundance necessarily, but openly when I have conversations with people. And I've even had a live stream and participated in some conversations about the Lord. So I'm really interested to see this one. The problem is it's kind of like this, and people will definitely disagree with me. I'm not a fan of the idea of having religion taught in schools, Bible lessons in schools and whatnot, for a couple of different reasons. And one of them is I don't trust the teachers that are there to be able to do it right. Does that make sense? We have teachers that don't know if it's a boy or a girl or if they're a cad or whatever. Do I want those people trying to teach the intricacies of Bible stories? Probably not. So that's one of the big reasons. So I say that to say this. Amazon is doing House of David. Do I trust Amazon Prime to be biblically accurate and to tell a good story? Not necessarily. So I have not seen this yet. I'm interested to see it, see where it goes. And I'm not the greatest theologian out there. So if it's off a little bit, I'm probably not going to know, but I'll get the general gist, I think. But anyways, guys, before we dive into that, I do want to point out we are getting dangerously close to 1,000 subs over here on YouTube. If you are watching there, consider hitting that subscribe button today. Getting very, very close, and I would really appreciate that. If you are subbed, if you are coming back and watching again, I definitely appreciate that. About 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So, just if a few of y'all did it, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, hopefully I do earn that subscription. Hopefully I earn a like, a follow, a share, whatever. All the socials are down below. You can check it out along with the links to this trailer, which we will watch right now. All right, House of David, official trailer from Prime Video. Here we go. KMGM.
Can one stone change the course of history?
Cowards! Send me your champion!
Goliath!
Can one act of defiance create the legend?
Okay, I mean, so far so good, right? We all know even if you're not a Christian, if you're vaguely familiar with the stories, David and Goliath, he killed him with a slingshot, and later became king, and there's a lot of depth to his story, to his character. I'm sure there's not enough time in one film to go over everything about David, but looks like we're hitting highlights so far. Let's keep rolling.
I will tell you the story of David, a simple shepherd boy.
Why do my brothers get to fight? And I'm stuck here.
David, you are not a man of blood.
An outcast who became one of the most famous kings who ever lived.
God does not see what man sees.
He sees into the heart. And you have the heart of a lion.
Okay.
The Philistines have assembled. I saw the print of a hand, larger than a weaver's basket.
I have a giant. What?
My king.
All right, we'll get back to that in a second. So it looks like it comes out here very soon. Got about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks from the time I'm recording this that it comes out. So that'll be pretty good. We are hanging out on the whole Goliath thing for a little while, it seems like.
My king. I will fight the giant.
Fight him with the same spirit you bring into this room.
play music for my father. Now he chooses you as champion. How will you do this?
It's not about the greatness of the giant. It is about the greatness of God.
Okay. I was wondering if we were going to hear anything about God in this. I mean, I know they said earlier God sees inside of man and everything. But that was really what the essence of a large part of the story of David fighting Goliath was. He says he wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid of fighting Goliath because he knew God had called him to do that, and God was with him. And he was kind of a little scrawny dude, you know, not a fighter like his brother. I mean, you're not a fighter. You're kind of a little scrawny kid guy. That's why we don't want you going out there and doing this. But, you know, his retort is, you know, God is with me. I've got this. So I'm glad to hear that. And it's not just a telling of David without God. I mean, David would be nothing without God. And his story is completely cloaked in godliness and God's hand having everything to do with it. So definitely glad to hear that, obviously. You know, a little concerned when it's, you know, some of these folks making these films.
Are you afraid?
Terrified.
I believe in you.
So, as the fate of a people hangs in the balance, again I ask this question. Can one stone change the course of history?
Oh, it's a series. Yeah, we don't need all that, buddy. Okay, it's a series. I mean, look, this is one that I would definitely check out with, you know, with my wife or with the whole family. Maybe check it out, or even by myself. I, you know, couldn't find time with everybody. Look, we're all busy. It happens. Okay. But this would be good. I would, again, here's a concern I have. Number one, more people are coming to Christ now than I've ever seen before in my life. There's this huge movement of people coming to the Lord. The concern I have is, you know, the celebrityism behind it. So you have like the Russell Brands that are coming. You got Joe Rogan, that's ears are perking up a little bit. You see him having a conversation. I think it was with Kid Rock. So you got like Kid Rock. You got all these folks that are out there in the spotlight that are coming to the Lord. My concern is that the word actually gets watered down, or the misinterpretation of what it means to be saved, or what it takes to be saved, or what it actually means to be saved gets out there, and films or shows like this, you know, play into that as well. At the end of the day, you know, I hope the message isn't watered down. I hope they tell a good story. I hope it's entertaining for sure. But I don't want it to water down the awesomeness of God. And I say awesomeness, not meaning like greatness, like he's awesome, he's great, he's good, no, but the awesomeness, the awe, you know, how we're like in awe of God, his might, his forgivingness, his lovingness, but also his justness, you know, his righteousness. He loves through rewards and through discipline, you know, like a father does. But it was very clear in the text in the Bible, you know, there's only one way to the Father, and that's through Jesus Christ, through accepting him as your Lord and Savior. So at the end of the day, I really hope that that's the message that continues to get conveyed to people, again, as more and more people are coming to the Lord. And again, right now is the time that more and more people are coming to the Lord. So I'm glad to see shows like this coming out. I hope it is a successful show. I hope, again, it is accurate. And I don't typically do this. If you've watched any period of time on my show, I don't typically do this, but it is such an important thing to me to share the Lord and to answer questions and just have conversations. I don't know everything. I'm just a dude. But I'm a saved dude. I'm a dude that has a personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ. And so, so if you have any questions or thoughts or whatever, you can leave them down in the comments section below. You can hit me on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. That's usually where I'm at most of the time now. But yeah, don't be afraid to shoot me a line or drop me a comment, and let's have a conversation. Again, I don't know everything. I'm not a pastor, so to speak. But Matthew 28:19 is the Great Commission. It says anyone who is saved is supposed to go out and spread the gospel to the ends of the earth. So more than happy to do my part and just make sure that I spread the right message as best I can. But guys, back to the trailer. What'd you think about the trailer? Is this a show that you might be interested in? Whether you're a Christian or a non-Christian, believer, non-believer, an atheist, an agnostic, or whatever, just from a storytelling aspect, like David has a fantastic story. They've got plenty to work with. So I have no doubt about that. It's not like they picked a bland person in history to pick on. They picked David. A lot to work with there. So let me know in the comments section below. Is this something that you may watch, something you may be interested in, or you're going to pass on that? But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you watching and putting up with me again. I hate to be all preachy here, but I kind of don't at the same time, if you get what I'm saying. Don't forget, again, getting really close to 1,000 subs. If I earn that sub today, don't forget to hit that button. Like, follow, share, all that good fun stuff. And guys, we will see you on the next one.